Is there something you really want? There's something that makes you take it anyway. Even if I have to go to the end of the world. Wow, you're so lucky. There's a way you can get what you want without having to go that far. But that doesn't mean that you can have it easily. You still have to go somewhere, and for some people, it's out of reach. Oh no, it's closer than you think. But because it requires certain conditions, some individuals will never be able to get there. The first, you have to understand what you're craving. It should be something that you desperately need, and from the bottom of your heart, you have to be very serious about getting involved. Go on a journey to find it. If you take this journey, you can't be sure of yourself what you want. You are guaranteed to lose 7 completely. There's no turning back if you miss the start of this journey. So try not to lose 7 in the first place. Second, you'll need a vehicle to help you move throughout the journey. Most people choose to own a car. It's the most convenient option. There are a few other people who use motor vehicles, like an ATV or a motorcycle. But it's much harder to use them to get through this trip. Because of the weather and some of the things that come out of this journey, it won't be very pleasant. Don't use heavy vehicles or attention grabbing, because you need the cover of the night to be as safe as possible, and you don't want to use new cars. It's not expensive. You have the right to decide. Driving a brand new black Mercedes. If you want, don't expect to come back. The car is as good as it was at the beginning. Fill up the tank before you go. Before the journey really begins, you need to find that path first. It's an anonymous passage, and it doesn't appear on the map. It doesn't actually exist. It just appears before you when you find it at the right time, and when you know what you want. Of course you have to do this alone. Don't tell me you're going to. We'll join this trip with a group of friends. This is not a trip. When the night falls, it's time to start the engine and start moving. It's already here. Choose a time when there are the least people. Drive to an area where the roads are covered in forest. It's time to open your eyes and focus on observation. The roads will appear suddenly, but you have to be extremely attentive to choose the path that suits your wishes. For example, if you're praying for health, then maybe your path will have glowing tree branches, like gold or diamonds. If you want love, then maybe you'll see the rose petals twirling in the pale wind, lead you on your way. If you're looking for revenge, you will feel the anger in your heart, stronger than ever before. When you come to the right place, stay true to your wishes. You will very easily find it. When you find and make sure, that's the way for me. Take a deep breath and head for the corner. This is the time. You officially started 11-mile ride on the unknown road. It leads you to your own desire. Every mile is a challenge to test your hunger for Kia's desire. Before hurtling straight into the Kia road, listen to some of the following advice in a very careful way. Don't turn on the radio. Don't use your cell phone. No matter how hard you try, they can't pick up the signal. Don't leave the car window open during the trip. Make sure that all windows are locked before you go on. If you're driving a car with no ceiling or windows, be mentally prepared to be fit, because in this place, everything will be against you, and for sure, without a steel casing protection around you, it's going to be a bit concerning. Don't leave your car no matter what. You don't want to run more than 30 miles per hour. Where are you? You're desperate and you want to end it. And the most important thing, put your seatbelt back on. Please, no matter how good your driving skills are. Stay calm and prepare everything carefully. How long before you go? Because since you've been down that road, time has stopped and give way to the eternal darkness. You may not notice, but you're no longer in your world. Give yourself some time to see the road ahead of you. It's your one-way street. Hesitate if you have room for hesitation. Then you shouldn't join on this trip from the beginning. It's done. Let's go. On the first mile, nothing will change much. You'll still cross the forest for miles. Cheated but not very significant. The air starts to get cold. Maybe you'll want to turn on the heating. Get up in my car. Take some time off right now. Because there won't be another chance. Do you see the sky full of stars? I bet you've never seen so many souths. To this extent before. Not before you get here. The sky was cloudy and the clouds were all. But now it's clear and beautiful. On the second mile, the temperature will plummet. This is one of the main reasons. Why are cars without ceilings? It's a disadvantage to go on this trip. The further away you go, the lower the temperature goes, even if it's the middle of summer. Your only option is to speed up. To get out of here. The further you go, the more complicated it gets. It requires you to turn a lot. And that's going to make the road even more dangerous. There is no better companion. Not your eyes right now. Stay awake to avoid problems. Like a pothole or some object in the middle of the road. A few small rocks might not do much harm. But definitely, that we want to continue in the best possible condition, right? If the vehicle you are driving is severely damaged, they have to stop. You're going to have to freeze to death right here. On the third mile, some human-like shadows will appear, swinging on the branches. Don't lose focus if they get closer to you. It's probably hard to resist a little bit of curiosity. But don't worry, they'll show up soon. In this place the road will become muddy, as if it's not the way you started. Keep the car in the middle of the road. Because the narrow width of the road will change, in a way you can't imagine. A little note for you. If you dare to come back, even though I warned you before, you will be taken to an endless road. Then it's simple. The fuel in your car will run out, and you're going to die in the extreme cold. On the fourth mile, you'll start to hear the voices of the shadows. What's happening is telling you more and more. Somewhere in your mind a faint echo echoes. It's hard to understand. These echoes will come and go. You can't stop them from appearing. If they become a nuisance and a distraction, then try to drive them away by thinking about your desires. The more you try to understand what that voice is, you'll attract them closer to you, even though they will come very close. So it's not helpful. What's the point of getting attention this early? That's right, on the fifth mile. You'll come to an empty space. The forest on your left will disappear. Give way to a vast lake. Illuminated by light, the bright full moon hanging in the sky. The moon is so bright, you can drive without headlights anymore. But don't let that light fascinate you. Just look at it for a few seconds. You and the car will immediately be thrown into the lake. It can freeze you for a few minutes. Voice. The whisper will disappear this way. But don't be too glad they'll be back. On the sixth mile, that's when you're more than halfway through the journey. No matter how much you go, if you give up hope here, it wouldn't make any sense. All because the sun will disappear from the sky and leave it to you, nothing more than a black hole. The forest will surround the road again. This is the only light source left. It's the light from the headlights in your car, but they're going to shut down all the time, even though it's not broken. If you have a radio in your car, it turns on automatically. From the radio comes a scream, big enough to get you out of the way. You're going right now if you can't turn it off. Then a voice, calm, will ring out and tell you about your biggest fear. What you fear in life. It has a way of saying, it'll make you reimagine. The fear is most clearly in your mind. So just ignore it. If you pay attention to that word, the panic will take over you. And you're in danger. Don't even think about turning it off again. It's useless. Increase hair, trying to keep your mind from being wide open when you're a midwife. At the end of this mile, it'll disappear and leave you alone. At least for now. On the seventh mile, the voices from the shadows will return. They are no longer sounds, whispered in your head again. They're like screams echoing from the distance. Getting closer and closer. At some point on this road, You think they were screaming right in your ears. It's as if they're behind you. That's because one of them. They found a way to get into your car. Don't go back. Their faces will shock you. Makes you slash the handlebars and get out of the way. If you don't pay attention to them, maybe they'll get bored and leave. These creatures, who have been on this trip, but 7 failed. They exist in the dark, in unrelenting suffering. Their only purpose is to make the other participants also 7 failures. It's like they used to be, some experience from previous people. They can't hurt you. So as long as you don't let them distract you, you'll be fine. On the 8th mile, slow down if you're going too fast. This road has a lot of turns. Let's go quickly, and you're going to crash into a tree. The cold here is almost like the cold of death. Enough to freeze completely any type of fluid on your car. Within seconds the repair system is disabled. The headlights in front of the car will start flashing more and more. Sometimes it turns off. You can stop the car for a moment, if things go too far. But don't stop. The dark shadows that have been following you. They'll surround your car if you stop too long. They'll scream around your car. Will sometimes turn to laughing madly. Their hands are scratching your car door. It's impossible to reach the creature that lives in the car. Don't look at them. They're not going to stand in front of the windshield. The worst thing, it's falling down here and getting stuck with them. If you can't take it anymore, pray that this guy will kill you sooner. Before they do that, on the 9th mile your car will stop. The headlights will turn off completely. The entire car's engine will also collapse afterwards. You can't stop this from happening. What you need to do right now, close your eyes immediately. And about eyes still closed tight. Restart your car. At any cost, do not open your eyes. The shadows are already surrounding you. The engine roars when you start the car. They will scare them away. Take this opportunity and run forward. Don't get distracted when you hear them banging on your car door. Some crazy scenarios are going to happen. There must be hundreds behind you. Thousands are following. Their voices roar in your mind. When you start your car, let's leave them all alone. Doing so will help you stand, be more on your way. When the road ends, they automatically retreat. On the 10th mile, you'll never hear their voices again. The road will be straight and straight. It's as if you're going back to the first mile. When you glance through the rearview mirror, and don't look directly at it, you'll see that they're still following you. But it doesn't chase you anymore. They follow you, watching you cross to the last mile of your journey. Some theories say that they're surprised by your courage, because you've overcome so many obstacles to get here. Wrong. They're not impressive. They're happy about your journey. They're cheering because you're about to get to the 11th mile. It's like you're going straight to death. On the 11th mile, the last mile, everything in your car will stop working, similar to the 9th mile. Though it doesn't work, but you and the car will move forward by some kind of invisible force. In the dark, a red light will flash. It's like the lights at the end of the street. Close your eyes and cover your eyes with your hands. Do it at any cost, not to have to see the things you're going through. Closing your ears is also a good solution, but prioritize your eyes first. Where the red light shines, it's another empty space. But this time, there's no more lakes or moons. When you get to the right place, the car will stop. And then from all around you, the cruel sounds of terror will come crashing down. There's no way you can avoid hearing them. The cold suddenly turned into a horrible heat. Burn both the ground and the car you're sitting in. You'll feel like there's a fire burning. From inside the friend, it melts every piece of your meat. The bones are burning under the raging fire. You'll spend this time in the roar, screaming for pain and his own despair. But as long as you keep your eyes closed, not even a little bit about where you are, you will survive. This phase lasts only 31 seconds. But many have lost 7, and the worst fate awaits them along the way. What does this road look like? Where is it? No one knows, even those who survived. Some of them call the 11th mile. It's a visit from hell. Even though no one is sure if it's from hell or not after the 11th mile is over. The engine in your car will start working on its own again. Stop the car and use this time to recover. My sanity, that's what drove away the horrible noise out of your head, and let's rejoice. Because you've overcome the most difficult challenge. The destination is near. Take a breath and let's move forward again. After about a kilometer, you will meet a dead end. Don't go on. Nothing's going to happen right now. But wait 7. Relax and close your eyes. Imagine what you've been wanting for so long. Most people don't change their wishes. But with some others, it's completely changed. Think about how many difficulties and obstacles you've encountered and has overcome to achieve his dream. Imagine what you will be like in the end. He also holds it in his hand. After you have successfully completed my imagination, open your eyes slowly. You'll find yourself standing in front of the unknown Kia road, where you started your journey. Maybe you're a little confused, but rest assured that you've completed your journey. You've done what you had to do. Your imagination will become a reality. If you want something, check the back seat or in the trunk of your car. If the object you're looking for is small, maybe it's already in your bag. If what you want is not material, don't be in a hurry. When change doesn't happen immediately, let's go home, and you'll realize what you want. It has been added to your life. You can find the love of your life. You can get a supreme power. Or you can give the enemy you feel the most terrible pain. He couldn't imagine Ra. You will definitely get what you deserve. So the journey is over. You wonder if you have anything else to trade. The car was broken down. Or you have to lose something else. My wish, you will die a horrible death. The answer is no, of course. You have completed your challenge and prove yourself worthy of what you want. But maybe that horrible sound at the 11th mile, sometimes they will come back and appear in some of your nightmares and hallucinations. Okay. But they're nothing compared to what you've achieved. Right? Now here's the last question. Are you expecting anything else? You are not satisfied with what you have. Anyway, you've been through it once. The unknown road is still waiting. What do you hesitate for another expedition? Let's put the engine on and move forward.